By now, drivers in Yarmouth have probably seen enough signs like these to last them a lifetime. The orange and black combo would appear to be the color code of impending doom for anyone trying to get somewhere in a hurry. But for those of us who keep in regular contact with our inner 5-year-old, seeing and hearing all of these earth-moving vehicles, steamrollers, and people in hard hats is the best thing ever. Truth told, the town of Yarmouth has taken on the massive task of rerouting residential sewer lines throughout town. And what we're seeing is phase 1 of this endeavor.
This is really starting from scratch in Yarmouth. We've got zero infrastructure in place, so we are literally putting brand new sewer lines in the roads. So we're right now going down Route 28. We're digging down at some areas depths of 30 feet, putting in 30-inch sewer lines. And that's going to go basically all throughout town. Phase 1 is primarily Route 28 and along the shore on Shoreside Drive. But you're going to be really completely brand new infrastructure. So you're digging up the roads, putting in the sewer lines, and then putting in the pump stations throughout town.
The phase 1 of this project carries a price tag of $207 million, which comes from the state revolving funds overseen by the Department of Environmental Protection. It also carries a multi-year duration of detours and delays, but there is a light at the end of this tunnel.
This is going to take approximately 3 years to complete. Once it's completed, then everybody that has a connection available for sewer will be able to hook in, and we'll start operating right off the bat.
As for the destination of the flow coming from these pipes, we head over to 99 Buck Island Road, where we find the footprint to the eventual wastewater treatment plant. When we stopped by in early October of 2025, they were only about 6 months into the construction, putting in the subsurface structures and soil anchors. Essentially, they're laying down the foundation for what will be an enormous operation.
Once all the infrastructure is in place, anything that goes down the drain, whether it's the sink, shower, or toilet, will end up here at this brand new facility.
And creating a system in which all of the effluent material from the new pipes of the impactful areas like Route 28 and South Shore Drive makes its way here will be quite the mission accomplished.
It is, quite an engineering feat. You have the entire town of Yarmouth, and like I said, most of it is gravity fed, so it's all going to start uphill and kind of come downhill to where our treatment facility is located.
As a grade 6 operator, Ryan Chase has achieved the state's highest level of certification to be qualified to take on a project of this magnitude. But it was more than just his pedigree that compelled him to pursue this.
It is pretty involved. There's a lot of different aspects to it, some biology, chemical additions, and there's a lot that goes into it, but it's a pretty neat project. One of the reasons I got into it was I'm a lifelong resident here on Cape Cod. And again, you look at how much work in this nature is going on, and I thought this would be really kind of neat to be involved in the ground floor of sewer expansion on Cape Cod.
But as neat as it may be, Ryan Chase is not only the project's manager, he's also the public face of it. And this is only phase 1 of an 8-phase endeavor, which is set to take 40 years to complete. Trying to convince residents and business owners who've already been impacted by the detours and delays that it will somehow all work out in the end is a difficult task.
When we talk to the residents of the town, the inconvenience of the construction is probably our biggest concern. It is kind of tough to go through at first, but it's going to be a really good thing, and I think generations further down the line will look back to this and say, we were the ones that really, took the bull by the horns and decided that this needed to be done.